only work if you actually pull them out and put them to work. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Melinda, plain and simple. Today I'm in my office again, but only for the intro. Today I am doing the Declutter and Organize March Madness collab hosted by Dee from Dee Lovely Life. There should be a whole lot of other YouTubers that are putting out videos for this collab today, so I'll have a link in the description below for the playlist, and I'll also put a link to Dee's channel, Dee Lovely Life, so you can check her out as well. If you're new to my channel, or if you're coming over from one of the other channels, be sure you drop me a comment so I can say hello. When I decided to do this collab, I wasn't sure which area I wanted to declutter and organize. But I thought about it for a long time, and I finally realized I need to do something that's going to have a big impact on my daily routine. And I have the perfect place. It's the place that I've been procrastinating about doing. I have decluttered and organized this space before a couple of times, but it's just not working. And I think I have a better understanding now of why that is. I have too much stuff still in that space. So I need to either get rid of some of it or at least move it to somewhere else. I need to declutter more. So that's what we're going to do today. Come on, I'll show you where it is. And if you got a place that you need to declutter and organize, grab your stuff and do it along with me. Okay, you ready to see what we got in here? This is our utility closet, and it is a bit of a cluttery mess right now because I keep stuffing stuff in here and then I don't put things back properly after I use them, and then I have something else stuck in the space where that thing goes and I can't put it there, and then I just keep making it worse. And Dana K. White would say that means I am over my clutter threshold, and I would definitely agree with that. I just have too much stuff in this space. So what I want to do is have only the stuff that I am going to be using on a daily and weekly basis in order to keep my home clean and tidy. And if I do that, I think I can keep this more organized. And also, I will be more likely to come in and grab the things that I want to use and actually use them in order to keep my house clean and tidy, because as you can see, I'm not even grabbing these things. They're clean not because I washed them. They're clean because they haven't been used and they have been hanging there for years. Because I don't remember when the last time was that I decluttered and organized in here, but I know these things have been in here a long time. And, I mean, even the dustpan doesn't have any dust on it. So, yeah, that's what I need to do. I need to get it under my personal clutter threshold. I want to clean the counters off so that when I put my stuff here, I won't accidentally get anything on the bottom. So, cleaning all of my counters where anything might be sitting, just to make sure. In case it's something I can't see. That one I could see. I know you're excited to get started, but before you start pulling things out, take at least one picture. Not just for a before shot, but because it will serve as a reminder of where things are positioned now. Because you might find that you want to put some things back in the same spot. And our memories are not always reliable for that sort of thing. So just spend a couple of seconds taking a couple pictures, save yourself some time down the road trying to figure out exactly where to put things. You may change it all up, but you might find you've got a few things you want to keep in the same spot. There are a few ways that I could tackle this project, and since I have everything in baskets, I could easily just take one basket at a time and go through it, or I could just take the things that I can recognize easily that I don't want to have in here and just take that stuff out and just leave what I do want to keep. But I am going to take everything out because I want to do a good cleaning while I'm at this, because this shelving unit that you see here has not been pulled out for a while, so I'm sure that it's probably needing a good little sweep and cleaning underneath the shelf. See, because I can't really get under there easily all the way back. I try to sweep it out a little bit, but I can't really get under there very good. So I'm going to pull everything out and then clean that up, and then put back only the stuff that I want to keep and use daily and weekly. And to make it easier for me to pull the bins out, the first thing I'm going to do is get the vacuum cleaner out of here, and also these brooms and mops and the other things that are on the sides. The thing about all these cleaning tools is they only work if you actually pull them out and put them to work. And as you can tell, a lot of these have not even been used, at least not enough to show any dirt. This one has been used. I apparently didn't bother to clean it off after I used it, but that one's been used a little bit, and I noticed that this little guy here has been used some. See, he's all dirty. But the majority of this stuff probably hasn't seen a lick of dirt. So a lot of that is not going to go back into that utility closet. Now that I've got everything out of this closet, it's going to be easy for me to pull this shelving unit out, sweep and mop the floor, wipe down the shelving unit, and then put everything that I want to keep back in here. Now I do need to paint this closet, but I'm not going to do that right now. Okay guys, are you ready for it? In addition to all of this, I now have all of this stuff pulled out of that utility closet and spread out all across my kitchen counter. 2 levels. It's a lot, but it's not all going to go back in there. And I actually can see right here, this can go in the recycle bin. It's an empty paper towel roll. Well, that was the easy decision, so we can handle that easily, no big deal. But I also noticed as I was pulling things out, I have 2 bins full of rags, and I know for a fact that I am not choosing to go in there and pull these out. So I don't need to keep that many rags in there if I'm not going to be even pulling one of them out. Maybe if I just have a few, I'll actually go in there and pull one out and use it. And I put these in there recently, and I have not used a single one of those either. So now the next step is going to be sorting through this stuff, figuring out what gets to stay in the closet and what gets to go somewhere else, either in my basement where I have some other cleaning supplies, or just out of my house. And just so you know, I'm wearing my green for St. Patrick's Day. I know, by the time you see this, it will be the day after St. Patrick's Day. But right now, it's actually before St. Patrick's Day. And my shirt says shenanigans and malarkey. Well, there will be no shenanigans. And the only thing we're spreading is motivation and inspiration to declutter and organize your space. I was debating whether or not to pull the stuff off of that highest shelf, but I went ahead and grabbed it out and added that to my big long pile of things. Well, it's not too bad considering it hasn't been pulled out and swept for a long time. A little dusty, won't take long to get that cleaned up. I'm going to sweep this floor out, and then I am going to get my cleaner stuff and do a little quick clean. I got my knee pad. I actually do use this sometimes when I'm down scrubbing the floor, and it does work for protecting your knees. I got the floor cleaned, I got the shelf back in, and I did look back at my before photo to see Did I have that shelf all the way against the wall or centered? I had it all the way against the wall, so that's where I put it now. I was standing here looking at all this, trying to figure out where to start with all of this mess. And then I remembered, oh yeah, I have this. It can go in the recycle bin. And then I noticed something else, fairly obvious. My mop bucket. I use my mop bucket regularly, and it has a space right here on this shelf, so I just put it back where I had it before, and that triggered me to think, oh yeah, I use my mop regularly too. So I put it in here too, and now I have two more things that are off the counter and not distracting me from the decisions I need to make. These decisions are already made. So if you're having trouble getting started, rather than looking at the pile as a whole, try to key in and see if you can find one or two things that you know what to do with. And put those things where you know they go. And that way, you're getting started. Well, I got that put away, but now I still don't know where to start, so I am just going to start grouping things. And maybe that will help me to get somewhere. Just put things that go together, put those things together. Yeah? Are you Mama's boy? You are? Hello? Say hello. Yeah. Let's go show the people what happened to all the stuff. All of this stuff is going away. I have a few things that I'll be giving away. This little broom, little clippy, a couple of little cans of cinnamon sticks, and this multi-surface cleaner. I don't know, I've tried using it a few times and I just really don't like how it works, so I'm going to let go of that. Maybe somebody can use that. And I have a bag of rags that I'm going to get rid of because I have plenty. And also I had these things are kind of worn out. This one had something got burnt on it or something, or I think it was candle wax or something. I don't remember. And then this one's, I'll admit, it's just kind of worn and got holes, so it's time for it to go. It's been stuck in there for years with holes in it, and I have not used it for anything. And these things have just been in there like for a long, long time. This is more of that multi-surface stuff, so if I'm not going to use the bottle of it, I'm not going to use that, and I don't need to use that one. These things, obvious trash. A bar of ivory soap that's all, been in there for a while, all like weird looking, dried up. And then I have this little bottle. I think I put something in it, and I don't know. I don't remember what it was, so it can go. Same thing with this. I haven't been using it, so I'm going to let that go. And this one's just empty. And, of course, my paper towel roll thingy. That was the first thing to be identified as you don't need to be in my utility closet. It is going as well. So all of that stuff is going to be going away. And now I'll show you what I kept. I will tell you, this did not turn out as I expected. It did not go as I expected at all. This is what my utility closet looks like now. And normally when you do something like this, you end up adding bins and stuff like that. And I didn't add any bins, I took them out. So up here in the top, I went ahead and put that faucet back in here because I would like to get that put in on the sink at some point. Those filters go for my air purifier thing in the basement. If I move them, I won't remember where they're at. Here, I'll remember. And I have to get a step ladder to access the top anyway, so it's fine for the stuff to be up there. And I also have a little desk fan up there. I put it in one of the baskets just to keep the cord from flopping around or whatever. And then on each side, I have one of these duster things. They're just dollar store dusters, but I use one sometimes when I remember to do it. I'm hoping I'll remember to do it now, which is why I stuck them in here. But for the higher areas, it has an extender pole, and so for higher areas, I can just extend that pole and reach it, or do like a ceiling fan or whatever. So that's why, but I have two, because one's for dusting. If you can see, it says dusting. And this one over here I use for under my fridge, because sometimes you got to clean out from under the fridge and you don't want to pull it out. So that thing works under mine. And then these two bins, I put them back up here. I'm not sure if I'll use them for anything. But this one's empty, and this one I put some paper towel rolls in here. They were already in here, but I just put them up there. And put the gloves back here. They're hanging on the bar. And put this box of rags in here. It says that you can use them on your Swiffer. So I'm going to see if those will work on my whatever I have, my thing that cleans stuff. I don't think I have a Swiffer one, but I have some sort of a thing, and I don't know if it will fit, but I'm going to try it. And then I had a few of those microfiber towels. I just put those in a basket and put them up there. And on this shelf, I didn't have a whole lot to put in here, so I tried putting it in with the baskets, but it just seemed like it actually looked cluttery and seemed like it would not be as easy for me to just reach in here and grab what I want. And I want it to be easy for me to just reach in here and grab what I want. And that way I'll actually do it. So I put my carpet cleaner, little thing you can spray, because I have cats and they make messes, and so they always do it on your carpet, you know. And so I have that. I want that handy. And this is the stuff I like to use on my floor in the kitchen. And then I have my furniture polish and some disinfecting wipes. And I did keep this little packet. I thought I put it here in front of this. It's been in here in a little tray, and I keep forgetting about them. So I put it here in front of this. So next time I need to grab a wipe, maybe I'll just grab that one and just use that up. And then down here, we have some easy off stuff. Some the refill for the soap that I use, the hand soap. And actually, this I got at the dollar store. It's soft soap, but I got this at the dollar store, and the way I knew that they had it, because I don't really go anywhere, the way I knew that they had it was my friend Diana from Diana Simplifies. She did a dollar store, a Dollar Tree haul, and she was talking about she had found that at her local Dollar Tree. So I told my husband, I said, next time you go by there, see if they have some. And so he picked me up some. So I got that for $1 for a refill. And because I'm real picky with the scents that I use, and so that one's not as good as the one I used to use, but they don't have it anymore in the refill, or at least I can't find it. This one is a totally awesome cleaner. That one I got at the dollar store also, and it was recommended by Dawn, the Minimum Mom. And I have some of that in a squirt bottle that I use for cleaning windows and different things. So I just put the refill here, so I don't have to go down and hunt for it. So even though these two are not necessarily something I would use weekly, I just use them often enough that I don't want to have to go hunting for them all the time. And then these are my Scotch-Brite refills for cleaning the toilet. And I put this little roll, it's almost empty, so I put it down here just so it'll be easy to grab if I need it. And then down here, I put my vacuum cleaner bags in here, and the the belt, because if I do need to change that or that out, I know I'm not going to want to go down and hunt for that, and I would just get frustrated. So I want to keep that here so I can just grab it. I have a couple more packs of these. I did put those downstairs. And then this candle, my husband cannot breathe with candles, so I don't really have candles around my house. But we have a problem with skunks around here sometimes, and it'll get the house stinking. He can't breathe if I use Pine Sol. He can't breathe if I use Lysol. But one evening it got bad and I was up editing and I got desperate. And I had this candle, I was going to give it away. I had it put in my pile to get rid of, and I got desperate. And I didn't want him to not be able to breathe, but he was already in bed, so I lit this candle in the room I was in, and it actually helped. So instead of getting rid of the candle, I put it in here, and now I can just pull it out. As long as he's not in the, not in the room or not around, I can use that. So I'm keeping that. So it has purpose. And the reason it's in here is because it will be used for that purpose of getting rid of that scent, or at least trying to help to do it. And then this is one of those bags that you can put things in when you're washing something delicate. So I just put it in a little basket here so I can grab that. And down here I have my mop bucket, a scrub brush for the floor, and some Clorox. There's not really a whole lot in here. I have Clorox in the basement, but sometimes I want to use a little Clorox up here for something, so I just have a little bit handy up here. And we're supposed to tell you for this collab what, where we got things. I didn't buy anything new, and this shelving unit is probably from the late 70s or early 80s. I think it was Home Interior. They used to have parties. I don't know if they still do, but I got that way back then, and so I just use it in here in this little utility closet rather than getting rid of it. And the baskets were from the dollar store, so yeah, Dollar Tree. So that's all I have. And I've had those for a while. I mean, I think they get new stuff, but yeah, I just get stuff like that. I like to use plastic containers for this sort of thing. Some places I will use like a cardboard box or whatever, or a cloth thing, but in something like this, I just want to use plastic because that way I can just wash it, throw it in the sink and wash it and clean it up if it needs it. I did keep this mitt thing in here, also hoping that I will actually pull it out and use it. And I kept this knee pad thing because I use that when I scrub my floor on my hands and knees. And I also kept this one in here. This one is handy for using on my walls in the family room. I don't like to use the one I use on the floor on my wall. I don't know, just, because, I mean, this thing gets so dusty, and even though I will run the vacuum cleaner on it, I mean, I just can't even imagine just wiping that all over my wall. So I use this one on that paneling in my family room. And I also kept the mop, and I kept this little broom because this is the broom that I use for the bathroom, which is right next to here, and probably needs to be swept, but it's right there. The only light for this hallway is the bathroom, this little half bath here. Yeah, so that's all I kept. Everything else went down to the basement, and it's not in an area that is organized yet. It is just sort of zoned at this point because that will be a project for another time. The place I want to put all that stuff actually has books and stuff in it. So when I get to the basement, I'll be clearing out more books, and then I'll be hopefully fixing the area for my cleaning stuff overflow, and then also going through it and probably getting rid of some of it. But at this point, that's what happened to all of that. And that is, I don't know if I can get it all back here. I don't think I even thought I don't think I even thought to take a picture of this thing. Like, I'm all the way against the wall here. And I can't even get the whole thing because I can't. But I don't think I thought to take a picture like this, a before picture of this, like this. I think I took them all like this. So we shall see. But that is actually how my utility closet turned out. And, like I said, I'm kind of surprised because most people would be adding bins, and I just took them all out. But my whole purpose of this was to make it easier so that I will actually come in here and grab the things and put them back when I'm done. And I think I can do that with this. And anything that I put downstairs, if I realize it needs to go in here, then I can bring it up and I'll put it in here. But for now, these are the things that I recognized right off that I need to keep up here and handy.
Declutter first, then organize. That is where the secret lies. If a space has too much stuff, the task will be extremely tough. What's its purpose? What's the plan? Write it down if you can. Only what you need should stay. All the rest should stay away. Aim for simple to maintain. Let order be the thing you gain. Give each item its own space. Nothing else put in its place. You'll have less to organize if you simply minimize. Declutter first, and you will see it's as simple as can be.
Thank you again to Dee from Dee Lovely Life for hosting this Declutter and Organize March Madness collab. It feels so good to finally have that utility closet in some kind of order. And thank you for watching. And I hope this video inspired you and motivated you to declutter and organize a space in your home. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And if you're interested in watching more of my videos, I host the 10 Minutes Better collab on the first Friday of every month. I have a great group of ladies who are doing it with me now. It started out with just me and Diana Simplifies, and now there are 6 of us. I have the Organized Pineapple, have Melissa, I have, Joe from the Minimal Zebra, and Amanda Jane from Mind Your Matters. The April one will be out on the first Friday, which is April 1st, and we're going to be doing a little sprucing up for spring. So I hope you'll join us for that. I also do Tiny Tidy Tuesdays. That collab is hosted by Sunday Dawn from The Helpful Home, and I'm currently in the midst of my extreme office declutter. Part 4 is scheduled for next Friday, March 25th. And if you haven't noticed yet, I always write a decluttering poem for each video, so hang around to the end for those. Meanwhile, happy decluttering!